Welcome to Delaware North's Risk Management Training. The purpose of this video is to ensure that our operations are safe for our guests and associates while meeting appropriate safety standards and complying with regulations. As a Delaware North associate, it is your responsibility to take safety seriously and assist with keeping our operations a fun and safe location to work. While our operations are typically a low-risk environment, there are many safety issues that you could run into as a Delaware North associate. Let's explore a few. Throughout our operations, there is the potential to run into slip, trip, and fall hazards. However, these hazards can be prevented. Be sure to check for objects that may obstruct your walking path. Practice good housekeeping by keeping walkways clear of tools, cords, or debris. Finally, block off and sign any area that is being cleaned or repaired. Ladders and other climbing implements are common fall hazards. To keep yourself safe while using a ladder, always follow these rules. Inspect the ladder before use. Place the ladder on a solid surface and check its load capacity. Use the ladder for its intended purpose only. Make sure that there is only one person on the ladder at a time. Always face the ladder and keep one hand on it when climbing up or down. Never stand on the top step of a ladder, move someone standing on a ladder, or leave a ladder unattended. Ergonomics involves the arrangement of the work environment to fit the person doing the job. Take the necessary measures to make yourself more comfortable in your workspace, and please communicate any uncomfortable working environments so that we can have them fixed. Lifting is a common part of the routine at all of our operations. Lifting often causes back, leg, and arm injuries. However, these injuries can be avoided by following some simple guidelines. Be sure that your pathway is clear before lifting the load. Check the weight of the load before lifting. If it is too heavy for you to handle, ask a fellow associate for assistance or use a hand truck or dolly to help you move the load. When beginning to lift the load, keep your heels down and your feet turned out. Bend at your knees and never with your back. By following these steps, your spine will be kept aligned in a normal curve. Finally, remember to never twist your back. If you must turn, always turn your body with your feet. Personal protective equipment, commonly referred to as PPE, acts as a barrier between you and potentially hazardous chemicals, machines, and tools. It protects against injuries to the head, eyes, face, respiratory system, hands, and feet. Make sure to use the right PPE for the job at hand. Be sure that it fits and is in proper working condition. Every chemical storage area at all Delaware North locations contains a PPE station, which includes goggles, rubber gloves, and an apron. Be sure to use all three when using a chemical. Your job with Delaware North might require you to work with basic cleaning chemicals. When working with chemicals, it is important for you to know exactly what you are dealing with. This is why every chemical must be approved to be on site, must be properly labeled, and should always be used for the proper job at hand. Always observe the label on chemicals to determine the individual hazards that the chemical could potentially cause. Also, for your safety, Delaware North provides safety data sheets for all chemicals approved to be on location because it's your right to know what you are using and what hazards there might be with these chemicals. In the event of a chemical spill, it is important to act quickly and respond accordingly. Be sure to first identify the substance and the amount that has been spilled. Next, notify management and report the spill immediately. All Delaware North locations are equipped with a spill kit. Know the location of the spill kit so that you can access it quickly, and if need be, use the kit to prevent spills from reaching drains, waterways, or soils. Allow spill cleanups to be completed by trained professionals. Delaware North does not want you to fight fires. We would like you to evacuate. However, if you decide to use an extinguisher, please use the correct one. There are two types of fire extinguishers. Red extinguishers are to be used to fight fires caused by typical combustibles, flammable liquids, or electrical malfunctions. If fighting a grease fire, you must use a silver fire extinguisher known as a K-Wet or a Class K. The Class K extinguisher will only be found in kitchen areas. If you have a grease fire that is out of control, pull the lever for the Ansel unit located to the right or left of the grill. By using the Ansel unit, low pH liquid agent will douse the grill, putting out the flames and cooling the surface. Carbon monoxide detectors are located throughout all of our properties. The detectors sense harmful concentrations of carbon monoxide in the air. When potentially dangerous levels are detected, the alarm will make a loud beeping noise. If the carbon monoxide detector goes off, leave the room immediately, alert all fellow associates and guests of the emergency, and evacuate the building. Bloodborne pathogens are microorganisms present in human blood that could cause disease. Should you ever come across a puddle of blood or another bodily fluid, be sure to always treat it as infectious. Immediately report your exposure to a manager and be sure to notify the risk manager. To clean up the bodily fluid, always use the proper personal protective equipment. All Delaware North locations are equipped with sharps containers. These containers are for the discarding of used needles. Only use the sharps containers for proper disposal. Basic first aid supplies are provided for your use while on duty. First aid kits are located throughout common spaces. If you find that first aid supplies are running low, be sure to inform your manager so that they can be ordered and delivered to the location for your use. The emergency action plan for your location will be found within the risk manual located in your manager's office or front desk area. When a fire or another emergency situation occurs, it is essential for employees to make calm, organized decisions. Always use the best judgment possible to ensure your safety and the safety of our other associates and guests. In the event of an emergency, activate an alarm and proceed quickly to the nearest exit, but do not run or panic. Always use the stairs and never use an elevator. Always alert others of the emergency and direct patrons to the nearest exit. Once outside the building, move to the appropriate meeting area. Be sure that everyone inside the building is accounted for and call 911. Do not return to the building until instructed to do so by the emergency response coordinator. Hantavirus is a virus that is found in the urine, saliva, or droppings of infected wild rodents. If you come across any droppings from a rodent, always treat it as if it is infected and clean it up immediately using the proper precautionary measures. Be sure to use rubber, latex, or vinyl gloves and thoroughly wet all contaminated areas with a bleach solution. Once the area is wet, take up all contaminated materials with a damp towel and then mop the area with the bleach solution. Double bag all cleaning materials and discard them. Should you come across any dead rodents, spray them with disinfectant, double bag them, and throw them away. Be sure to disinfect rubber gloves with disinfectant or soap and water before taking them off. Finally, thoroughly wash your hands with soap and warm water. All incidents involving associates, guests, or vendors must be reported to management right away. Management is to complete an incident report form and send it to Human Resources within 24 hours. These reports allow our safety team to conduct investigations and hopefully prevent them from occurring again. We hope that you get out there and enjoy these beautiful locations. Just remember to prepare yourself for your trip. Stay hydrated while on the hiking trail. Heed all warning signs, respect all barriers, and above all else, be cautious of wildlife. Help to communicate safety information at your location by joining the Safety Committee. As part of the Safety Committee, you can call attention to safety issues that come about within various departments and alert your risk manager to the newly discovered safety issues. Associates of Delaware North are expected to take safety seriously and always have a positive attitude regarding the subject. By doing so, you will help to reduce hazards throughout our locations. Now get out there and enjoy your time with us. Be sure to experience all that the national parks have to offer, but please remember to perform all activities responsibly.